Bonjour, hola, good day, moi, hey, привет. It's me, Table. Welcome to an episode of Robocraft. Now, I have recently, I mean yesterday, discovered a TV show called Rick and Morty. Oh, it's so good. Now, the thing about it is that, is the floor going to stay this colour? Pictures of people. Oh man, is it a whole nother year already? Woo-hoo-hoo. Time really flies. Okay, great pictures. Okay, so, yeah, like I was saying, I was watching Rick and Morty. Can the floor stay this colour, please? That would be awesome. I would really like that. Right, so anyway, I was watching this show, Rick and Morty, and in the show, there was just a little random bit where they flew in this police spaceship. And I was like, well, they stole it. And I was like, do you know what? I quite like that police spaceship. I want to build something similar, you know? So that's what's going to happen. Now, it was quite a long vessel, but it was only long in proportion to its engines. So, I'm going to say that's a pretty good amount. Now, at the front, it kind of looked just a little bit not overly exciting. I know that's kind of samey. Would 3 be more reasonable? Maybe 3. Yeah, it's going to have to be 3. Now, the vehicle was very simple in how it looked. So, what am I doing? Very simple in how it looked, so I don't necessarily want to copy it completely. So I'm going to build my version of it. Okay, so we can have that. Maybe I want the front to jut out 1 block. You know? Maybe I want to do that. I don't often use curves for this reason. For this issue that I'm having right now. I just don't like. No, I'm gonna deviate from the design somewhat now. It's gonna be inspired by. It's not gonna be an exact replica. Right, that's happened. I'm gonna go ahead and do. Dare I do that? Okay, fine. Fine. And I want to go to these shapes because I like these shapes. Okay, that's the top. Right, there we go. All right, yeah, that's okay. That works. I'm happy with that. In fact, I'm going to do that and then push those out and change them to these ones, which I don't use enough, really. But if I'm doing that, then I can go, wah, wah. Now we're getting somewhere with the design. Yeah, design, fun. There we go. Look at that. In a very short space of time, we've produced something pretty fancy looking. No, why do I want to do that one? Now here's the issue, because that can't stay... Well, why can't it stay like that, actually? Yeah, you can stay like that. Yeah, it's fine. You can totally stay like that. Now, I want to put on these engine bits. How intrusive would that be? That would be fine, actually, but I'd rather have it there. Because then I can go back, and it can go up 1, and then go back and be normal 1. So we're going to do that. Like that. And then we can even have a diagonal coming in, 3D diagonal, from somewhere random, like at the back here. You know? But I could even do this. Yeah, there we go. Now, they're a lot further back than I intended, I'll be honest. Maybe like that. Yeah, that works. Okay, good. So that positioning is sorted out. Fantabby-tastic. And we can go ahead and do that as well. Fine. I'm even going to continue this a long one. Ooh. Can I do 2? I can do 2. Can I just change that for one of these? Yeah, there we go. Nice. Very nice indeed. In fact, I want to do this as well. And I'm going to continue this bit and go like that. But I can move it forward 1. Even better. Even better. What have we got going on here? What is this beautiful creature? So far, so friggin' good, if I does say so myself. Let's push that forward as well. Yeah, okay. Nice. Nice one, Table. Yeah, that totally works. I can do... Wait a second. Should I do that? I don't know. We could have it like this. But then change that to one of these. It's a little bit hunchbacked, isn't it? I'm not sure where this is going. Yeah. Alright, yeah, that can stay. That's fine. Right, so we've got those bits on. I'm even tempted to push these forward one. You know? Like, see how that looks. You know what? I like that. It's going to stay. Right, so the front's looking good. Let's just see what's going on underneath. Not much of anything, really. I've kind of neglected it a little bit. So let's just push these back all the way. Okay. To about there. And then let's widen it a little bit. Just at this center section by the engine. And then from here on, we can just do something like... what am I doing here? What am I doing here, actually? Can I get anything in there? Oh, I can. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, fine. That's in, and like that. That can become this. It's a little bit of a hodgepodge in there, isn't it? Jeez. I only wanted to do the bottom by working on the sides. I actually ducked my head down a bit there to get underneath. Why did I do that? We have no method of propulsion yet. We haven't figured that out yet. I'm not sure what this is going to be as far as its movement type is. Because I haven't actually factored in at all what is going to be movement type wise. That's a bit awkward. Because it kind of needs to have some kind of movement type. Like, kind of needs to have something. Like now? Maybe it might have to become a helicopter? Okay, so the engines, again, very specific in how I wanted them to look. And I wanted to do double opping. So, like, if we did that... I mean, I don't know how far apart these engines need to be. But let's have a lot of engines, you know? These ones. So, can I get away with that and then that? Oh, glorious! Yeah, perfect. That's exactly right. Now, 3's a bit excessive, so I might try and go for... If I can get away with this. I can. But, connection points issue. Oh, glorious. It totally lets me do it. Yes. I can even do this. No, I can't. No, you can't do that, Table. That's getting a bit ahead of yourself, isn't it? So let's make this like a fuselage engine-y bit. Like that, right? So that's like a point, but then this bit kind of feeds onto it, like so. There we go. Now that is very, like, flat. Maybe we could just keep it like that. You know? Let's just keep it like that. Now the tail going big like this at the back wasn't really a thing. So I need to make a decision about that as well. Let's just do that. Oh, push that up one. Yeah. Okay, so we have no method of transportation at all. I guess this is gonna fly? I guess? Oh no, this is gonna be a tough one. Like, anyone who builds a flyer, surely you learn the lesson that you should always get it flying first before you build it. Because doing it this way is a terrible way to get it flying. Like, I don't even know if this is going to fly. Let's go to our menu. How is it? T? No, T is practice. Table? Come on, honestly. Jeez Louise. So I guess we'll see if it goes forward. But that's not really much, is it? Okay, so. Good job. You go forward. You can't turn left or right. But you do have quite a lot of speed. And you do get some air. Right. So, It does get off the ground. That's true. Okay. That's how I turned this into a flyer. What was I thinking, honestly? The original idea was to have it as a hover, but I didn't put any hovers in it, so that's gone. Right. Yeah, there we go. So let's go to our settings and put on the center of mass. Thank you. And back to it. So, luckily, we have these bits here, which can be turned into something delicious in the form of... Where's the albatross rudders? Can I do that? I feel like I can do that. I feel like I'm not far off being able to do that. I reckon I just need to do this. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Even better. Let's do it this way. Pew. Really? Am I doing that? Is that a thing now? But if I did it... Oh, I don't know. I don't know what that is. I guess we can have that? I mean, it's only connected by the one bit, which is like a nightmare as far as it getting shut off really easily is concerned. But it does look very spaceshipy. Like, could I not get like a cheeky hawk in here? Like, it feels like maybe you would allow it. No, you're really not allowing that, are you? Okay, fine. If you won't let me put a hawk in, that's no problem. I will put the hawk somewhere else. The hawk. What about there? That feels like it could be a hawk. Hawk in good time? No? Now we could have a hawk? I like it. I like how it looks. I like what's going on. Does it help the flying ability of this spaceship? Because it is now a spaceship, isn't it? Like, the thing was a spaceship before. What can I do? Honestly, what can I do here? Some kind of rudderlicious tail, I guess? Right, because we're going to need something, aren't we? I don't want to take the tail off too much. I guess if we put enough rudders on it, would be fine. I want to do something with these ones because they're just friggin' awesome looking. What was I thinking with this design? The rudders can be part of it though. Oh, they really... To get that working, you really have to start early with the this bit. Let's see how far we can push it out. Come on, that must be far enough. Surely, come on. This is the one. Oh, it looks really nice. It looks really nice. I want to keep it. Please, can I keep this? Please work. Please let me keep you. You look delicious. Look at that. Oh, man. I mean, that looks... Table. Sometimes you amaze yourself, honestly. Can I just leave it like that? Wait, I can do this. It looks good. I gotta test it. How is it gonna fly? Oh, it looks even better than I imagined it. It looks even better. I already know what I'm gonna do with the paint as well. Please fly in some way, shape or form. Please fly. You don't even really turn either. Whoa! I didn't turn that. It clipped on something. I don't know what those rudders actually do. I mean, it does sort of fly, if that makes sense. It's kind of like more stable in the air, but it doesn't turn at all. So, some kind of thrust-assisted steering might be in order. Let's go to our engines and see what we can do. Mirror mode is mirror mode on? Yeah, no, it is. Where's the line? So, we can do something like... the trouble with this size ones is that they're so intrusive as far as like the design is concerned. So we can do double there, and then here we can go mirror mode off, and we can go up, like that. That's not so bad. Let's maybe just chunkify it by taking those off. Oh, that's not connected to anything? Ooh. Can I get away with that? You can get away with that, but you don't have mirror mode on. Wah, 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 wah. Okay, so we got that on. Turning is a little bit of an issue in that it's a huge issue. Oh, it doesn't even turn. Please turn. Now I want it to work. Like, I want it to do good now. Like, I want that to be... I want it to succeed now. Let's just... Oh, you're just not going to let me, are you? That strut is just in the way. But I don't want to remove the strut because I like what's going on there. Ooh. No, you don't. There's just too many... It's too patchy back there. I can't fit engines in. However, if this bit became like just a block, I could do that. No, it's not letting me do that. However, I go to a smaller engine. No, even smaller than that. No, even smaller than that. Yeah, you let me do that, don't you? But why would I want that? Why would that be a benefit to me? Why would I want to do this? What am I doing here? Honestly, what am I making here? What is this supposed to be? Okay, so let's do that. Yeah, liking that. Right, okay, so we got those bits on. I want to increase the kind of fancy looking sci-fi tail-y kind of thing that I've got going on here that I do love. I'll be honest, I really like what's going on here. Now, oh wait, if I make that out one more or one further back even, can I do that? Let me do that. Oh, you do. Glorious. We go like that and then like this and then make that. What am I doing there? What is that bit? Wait, we need tail-y bits. So if I make that down one... Oh, it lets me do it! It lets me put them on! But why? Why would I want that on there? Why do I want that? What on earth is going on here? What am I doing? It isn't clear, but one thing is for sure, and that is I like where I'm going with this. So we got that on there. Testing. Let's test the thing. What weapon am I even going to put on this? Honestly, what am I thinking? In theory, this will start to be able to maneuver. It turns ever so slowly. Those little engines are trying to lift up the nose. I mean, it doesn't have any like side winginess, and it does sort of turn eventually. But you remember, bear in mind, it's got loads and loads and loads of. What is this thing? Is it just going to fight by sliding along the ground? Is that how this thing's going to work? Hide some kind of taily bit inside the design. I mean, it's doable. We could hide something inside. Like, this bit is just... Look, right there, look, see? Look, we could do something with that. I'm sure we could mount something like... if I did something like this, right? Went down just that many, and then went like that. We could take this rudder and mount it in, like so. You know, like, there we go. Boom. Right there, a rudder right there. No one would even know that it needs a rudder. Oh, but I don't like it. I don't like the positioning. I don't like that I need it. Test it. Let's see what happens. Will that rudder help it to fly? It doesn't have wings, though, necessarily. So, like, I could make it much lighter, maybe? I mean, it sort of does respond a little bit more. You know what? We might be onto something here. We might very well be onto something. The small wing, that could do something, maybe? Maybe. How small are the wings? And the question is, how intrusive are the wings? Let's see. Hawks. I mean, you could hide. Oh, but I don't want to. You know, I don't want to put them on. Like I feel like I'm sacrificing too much of the design for functionality. I'm just not about that. Where could I sneak in some wings that wouldn't necessarily... Like, that would be pretty glorious if I could sneak them in there. But they clash with the engines. The simple truth is, there's no way you can sneak wings in that wouldn't get in the way of this glorious design. So, next best thing, let's try multiple rudders. Could we put in a rudder belly? It will let... What about the next one up? It might let me do it. Falcon. It lets me put falcons in. So let's just do a falcon underbelly. No, it won't let me do that, but maybe this. Yeah, let's me do that. Okay, that's something. What that does for me, I'm not quite sure. But if we could sneak in another pair, maybe not that size, but that size you do. Does that mean... I mean, what's not to like with what's going on? Come on. Come on. I feel like, such a bad move, like trying to make the thing fly after you've had the idea. Why are they coming out a different colour? I didn't choose that colour. This is problematic. Now that bit can get shot off really easily, and the trouble is that's like the propulsion guidance bit. So if I lose that, then it starts to get a little bit ropey as far as being able to fly is concerned. I'm going to add an awful lot more helium to this. See if we can't get it off the ground by making it a lot lighter. See, now, it feels to me like it wants this to happen, but it's just a little bit apprehensive about where. Now we're beginning to look a little bit more like a plane under here, which is something I wanted to avoid. Okay, so we got that in there. Centre of mass is still really far forward. Let's just go ahead and do that. Just add some bits in, you know? Make it a whole heap lighter. So the tail's on. Still doesn't... let's test again. Come on, please work. I really, really want this to work out. Oh, come on. Honestly, like it's just too good not to be able to fly at all. Honestly, like I feel like we're really onto something here. It responds. I mean, it's not perfect, but it responds, or is responding. Well, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, it's really heavily reliant on that one rudder, which is attached potentially in a really bad spot, but it is flying, and it doesn't look like an aircraft. Like it's a bit like floaty because of all the helium and all, but oh, get in! You know what? It's friggin' flying. Honestly, like it is flying. Like it does respond. If it takes a little bit of damage, I mean these bits might go a little bit sideways, and sometimes it wants to do that, but you got to keep the nose down a little bit. But I mean, it requires a little bit of management. But like, we're flying. Oh, I've built a friggin' spaceship, man. Seems you can't avoid that one rudder though. No reverse thrust for landings. Okay. We need a little bit of reverse thrust. I've built a friggin' spaceship. Oh, get in! Get in! Oh, it lands like the dropship in Aliens. Need a reverse thrust. We need a reverse thrust and we need to arm it. I almost don't want to even arm the thing. Like, I like it that much. Like, forget about. I think I'm going to go Proto-Seekers, to be honest. Like, I don't want something that really gets in the way too much, to be honest. So let's just do a little bit of reverse thrust there. You know, nothing major. What are we on? 1222. That's fine. I'm going to put a reverse thruster there because I like them to be like visible a little bit. So let's just put in a couple more down here somewhere for the maneuverability's sake. Doesn't like that. What about there? Likes that. Great. Now I'm going to mount my Proto-Seekers underneath because I'm thinking that if they get hit, then it's not such a problem for the rest of the thing, you know? Can I get one in there? Feels like I can. Yeah, there we go. 2 Proto-Seekers. You know what? I'm totally alright with just having 2 Proto-Seekers. Let's just do this. Now, I want to make it a little bit lighter if I can. Let's just... just in the centre there. Right, I think we are there. Final test. I hope the guns haven't messed it up too much. Hope I haven't put too much helium in the centre of the thing. I did put 3 blocks. We could be alright. Come on. Please don't be ruined. Oh, you're not ruined. I mean, it's a starship, you know, like it's not going to be the most agile thing in the world. My Proto-Seekers aren't broken. I can just fire those at this from this kind of. Oh, hey there! So it doesn't like hitting the ground. As soon as it snags one of those Seekers, has a bit of problems. I'm really pleased with this build. Like, a lesson to be learned though: just don't build something. If it's a flyer, without making it fly first, because it can be really difficult. Let's try the reverse thrust. Coming into land. The only trouble is it doesn't have a landing gear now because the Proto-Seekers sit under like that. Can I reverse and turn out of this spot? Yeah, okay, there we go. Oh, you majestic beauty. 1 flat gun and you're out though. Ah! I can't get over just how pleased I am with this friggin' build. Throw some blocks together and it turns into something glorious. Like, I couldn't recreate this thing if I tried. I mean, like, if the game just crashed now, forget about it. Like, it's just not going to happen. So I'm going to go black, right? Like so. And then I want to take the white and I want to, like, make the top half white, really. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of draw a line, like so, across here. For some reason it reminds me of a Pelican from Halio. Halio? Oh, that well-known game Halio. Oh yeah, I played that game Halio. Yeah, I like that game. Halio. So, I mean, like, the white is very white, so we don't want to make it all... Although that's not looking too shabby, actually. Might have lucked out there. Let's do the glass. I mean, considering I just randomly slapped white on, that's worked out quite well. No, that's too much. I'm going to leave the rear engines black. The underside can stay black as well. I don't mind that. Oh, I might just do the Pro to Seeker's white, just as a little bit. To be honest, I think I did it. A little bit will do, yeah? Maybe just a little touch of black here somewhere, just a little smidge. Yeah, I do believe that's the build. Well pleased with that. Oh man, so pleased with it. It might not fight very well, but it is a friggin' spaceship, and I'm pretty pleased with that. I love the back, like that pointy bit at the back, and then it doesn't look like a plane. Glorious. I've been Table, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed building it. What a fluke that was, honestly. I'll see you again soon, and, take care of yourselves. And, I almost forgot, very important.